Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing after the Pledge of Allegiance for a moment of silence for a longtime substitute teacher, Mr. Zinowitz, affectionately known as Mr. Z. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Be seated. Okay, we will call for a motion for the acceptance of the minutes of the January 13, 2026 meeting.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Due to the inclement weather, we will not have our district spotlight tonight. Excuse me. Sorry. We'll move on to public forum. Anyone here? No. Okay, we'll move on to reports and correspondence. Nothing for me. Board membership? Jack Henry is not here tonight. We'll move on to Superintendent Lisa Wiles.
Just a few things. I just want to report out to the board that we had a gazebo-type structure over at the soccer field on the Leipold Field that blew over either from a heavy snow load and or wind. It actually snapped the metal. The footing didn't come up, but it snapped the metal out of the footing, and it's on its side. We can't get to it right now. We'll look at it in the spring. We are going to check to see what the replacement costs are on it. We'll get some pictures in the next packet for you. We have used 4 snow days of the 9 in total that we have, which leaves us with 5. And I also wanted to tell you that at the next board meeting on the 10th, and the public will be having our initial budget workshop on February 10th. And this coming Thursday at 6 o'clock at the iPark facility. I don't know if any of you are signed up, but there's an Ulster County School Boards Association meeting, and they will have legislators to go over what the standing is with regard to the state budget and the upcoming legislative sessions. I think you've had an invitation in your packet. If you need any information, you can call Nafisa to get the information. That's Thursday, 6 o'clock at the iPark facility in Kingston. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you. For the first time on the agenda, School Business Administrator Sue Schwab.
So I just want to give an update on the new PA system that's going in. Currently, 95% of the elementary school is installed and 80% of the junior, senior high school is complete. There's plans to have testing on the elementary school over President's Day weekend when there's no kids in school. And in March, they're going to test the junior, senior high school. And it's anticipated to be fully operational in April. That's it.
Thank you. Move on to Deputy Superintendent Kelly White.
I don't have anything to report this evening.
Thank you very much. Move on to Mr. Scott Prokash.
Good evening. I know it was noted in the board report, but just to mention it, we did have our security training on January 17th, and though the weather was not very cooperative, of the 40 people that signed up, we did have 30 people that showed. What's to note about that is all but one of the participants was a local community member, so it was great to get people from our local community that wanted to receive the training. And we had 23 of those people wanted to participate in interviews for potential employment in the district, which we're very happy about. So it was a great turnout, and I appreciate all the participants that participated.
Iris?
I noticed that there was information about a new evaluation process. This is for teachers' evaluations?
Yeah, so New York State released the New York STEPS program, which is basically replacing the old APPR. So preliminary information has been sent out. It's very daunting, the information that's provided, so we're going through that information. We're also working with Ulster BOCES, and they will be having presenters come in to work with us on opportunities for understanding the process better, but it's now starting the process of replacing the old APPR. We do have a time frame by which we can do it, so it's not that something that's immediate. It is something that we do have to negotiate with the union and work through that process together, but it is something that we are starting to work on in that process.
It looks in the information that you supplied, it looks like there will be more of a concentration on new teachers, and tenured teachers won't be. In other words, is it going to free up some time because the tenured teachers are not going to get a formal evaluation every year?
So the mandate is that the untenured teachers must be observed yearly.
Right.
Tenured teachers could be observed yearly, or there could be a cycle, but regardless of whether there's a formal evaluation, observation each year, there is something that has to be in place each year for a tenured administrator, for a tenured teacher. So we just have to negotiate what that looks like, and there are parameters that the state gives us of things that we can choose from. So it's not to say that they wouldn't be evaluated, just the evaluation in terms of an observation may not be every year. But those are things, again, that we still have to negotiate, but we have to go through with the union of the various different things that we could do.
Well, the reason I bring it up is just because it seems every year it's difficult to go through all of those evaluations, to get them done on time. And so it seems to me that this might be a system that will ease that up a little bit. You know, do you think
We
that's
would hope.
true?
Yes,
Yeah.
I hope.
John?
Scott, I saw in your notes that
We were looking at somebody to supplement what we were doing, and we also talked about providing additional training.
I'd like to bring that back up in discussion in the future because
Okay.
We'll put it for executive session at the next meeting.
I'll talk to you after because I won't be here next meeting.
All right, going to circle back, Matt. In your board docs, there was an uploaded presentation by our athletic director, Matt Solomon. It was very in-depth, well put together. I have Matt Solomon here. He's in the audience. Just in case anybody had any questions, now would be the time to bring them up. And Matt, just want to thank you for the job you did on that presentation. Very thorough. Iris?
Yeah, Matt, there was some information in there about coaching.
Hold on one second. Matt, could you come up to the podium, please? You just got to turn that mic on when you get up there.
Actually, I have two questions. There was some information in there about coaching evaluations. Do we actually do formal coaching evaluations?
We do. Yep. At the end of each season, a coach gets formally
And
evaluated.
who takes care of that? Is it you? Is that you, or is it
It is me, yes.
just you?
Yep.
You take
Yep, I
care.
do all the coaches' evaluations. Is this on? It's on? Yeah.
And the other thing I wanted to ask you about was, there was information there, concern about students K through 8 that are not chaperoned by an adult at, I'm assuming it's indoor events and not outdoor events. I'm not sure what the deal is,
No.
but were you looking for a policy about this, or I'm not sure where you go with
Yeah,
this?
What I'm hoping is that we'll be able to pass a policy or a practice of where we don't allow students in K through 8 at athletic events unsupervised.
Now, is that all athletic events
all,
or just
yep.
indoor?
All athletic events.
All athletic events. So that's something for the policy committee, Superintendent?
Policy committee could put a policy in place.
So do we want to do that?
We can put it on the agenda for the next policy.
Okay. Thanks, Matt. You did
Thank
a
you.
great job with the report, by the way.
Any other
Thank
questions
you.
for Matt? John?
Matt, thank you for the report. And I wanted to ask you, because you know, we're all feeling the frustrations of lower numbers and stuff and trying to fill out teams and everything. Do you have any idea on when you think we might start seeing some of these intramural programs with money to pay off? You know, especially down in elementary, you know, I guess the 5th and 6th graders mostly coming up in the next year or two. Any thoughts on that?
You know, it's hard to predict based off intramurals, but I think we are seeing good numbers there, which you can see in their report there. So my hope is that, you know, these 4th, 5th, 6th graders that are entertaining and being involved in these intramural programs will then translate. So I would think we would hopefully start to see some improvements within the next year or so. But again, it's you know, it's hard to be definitive about what's going to happen coming up. And it also noted the grade side. Some of the class sizes go down, and the intramural numbers go up. How is that going to affect the student participation in athletics? So there's still a lot of things in the air, but it's showing positive signs, I think.
And, you know, we had spoken about the fact that we're hopeful the new facilities will increase our numbers. So I hope that I'm around when that gets done. But just keep looking, and I think for me, I'd like to see a lot more emphasis on that lower level, because I really think that's where we're going to get our numbers to help feed these teams. Any thoughts about, I didn't quite read everything you said on the summer season, something like that. There's not a lot of leagues and things around here for our kids to get involved in. How do you hope to offset that?
Yeah, that's noted in there, really, and one of the things is to work with the leagues that we do currently have, right? Although we don't have a lot, we do have a youth football league, right? We do have a youth soccer league, we have a travel soccer league. So I've been working with those programs to try and promote them and advertise them and get them out to our kids through a youth sports committee, which is noted in there as well. We've now met. We met twice last year. We met once this year, and we're really trying to get the word out to our, you know, community about what we have offering. Not only us as a school, you know, we're trying to do everything we can with intramurals and summer programs and special events like the Girls and Sports Days, but also use what's in the community that's already there and promote those type of activities to our student body.
And the last question I have is, and, you know, the budget's up in the year, depending on what our aid coming in is, but I don't remember our coaches going to clinics, conferences in the last few years. Is that something that you'd like to see us work on possibly next year?
Absolutely, and that is noted in there as well. You know, at the end of the fall season, I send out a list of offerings to our coaches. Just recently, actually, I sent out a list, 2 specific offerings to our football coaches. So I'm trying to get some interest to attend these programs and really advertise and promote and talk about the importance of, you know, professional development for everybody involved, coaches, including myself. You're welcome.
Any other questions for Mr. Solomon? Matt, again, thank you for that presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a safe drive home.
Thank you.
All right, move on to personnel resolutions for this evening. 6.1, resignation. Upon the recommendation, superintendent of schools be resolved the resignation of Sue Schwal.
So moved.
You just got here. Leaving already? It's been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. School district treasurer, upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, be resolved that Robert Baxter be appointed as the school district treasurer at a contractual rate of
Second.
$80,000, not $80, so I can get that out. So the 25-26 school year, it's been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. 6.3, upon the recommendation, superintendent of schools, be resolved that Ryan McIntyre be appointed as for AP World History Review. Moved. Seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 6.4, substitute personnel. Upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, be resolved the following substitute personnel be appointed for the 25-26 school year.
Move the list.
Move the list.
Second.
Second. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 6.5, intramurals. Upon the recommendation, superintendent of schools, following individuals be approved before after-school intramural sports, 25-26 school year. Moved.
Second.
Seconded. Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Appointment of officers, 6.6. Resolved the following persons be appointed for the 25-26 school year. Scott Prokosh as Data Protection Officer
Move the list.
with no money, and Sue Schwall as Deputy Data Protection Officer with no money. Sorry, guys. You can refer to Willie. He might get you more. Got a question, John? Yeah, it was moved and seconded.
Okay, I got a question. Do other school districts pay some of their administrators for handling these extra duties?
I don't know. I don't
We
know.
look into it because I mean, I think they're so busy as it is now. And I just think we should take a look at, I'm not sure if the building administrators that handle this in other districts get a little extra stipend or something, but I'd like to see us at least look into it.
Yeah, we'll do a survey.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. President. Can I just have a quick summary of what a data protection officer and a deputy data protection officer do?
So the data protection officer is required to ensure that all the data within the district is secure. So personally identifiable information is not released. So should it happen, as a data protection officer, they consult with me. I determine if it's a violation of personal identifiable information. And if so, then we have to do a whole reporting to the state. And we have to work with the state's attorneys if there's any additional information that they need for us. And we have to come up with remedies of how we can help ensure that it doesn't happen again.
Okay, and you have a deputy in the event that occurs?
In the event that
and
I'm
you're
not there,
and
then Sue
okay.
would take over, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 6.7, memorandum of agreement. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, be resolved the memorandum of agreement between the Ellenville Central School District, ETS RPA, Teachers Unit be approved.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 7.1, revised budget calendar. Resolved the revised 26-27 school budget calendar be adopted.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. IEPs for this evening be resolved. Attached list of student IEPs be acknowledged as appropriate. There are 28.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Construction resolutions. Somebody care to move 9-1 to 9-3?
Move 9-1 to 9-3.
Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Other resolutions for this evening. Field trip, Albany, New York, overnight.
So
Resolve the students participating in My Brother's Keeper Fellows be approved to travel overnight. It's been moved and seconded. Discussion?
Two students.
And 3 advisors.
Yes.
And it's paid by MBK,
Yeah, we've got a $1,000
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Brandon, thank you.
Okay, no further discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? No one? Motion carries. Mark your calendars. Our first budget review and next meeting will be February 10th, 2026. Anybody want to see anything on the next agenda besides what Mr. Burns has asked for in executive? No? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second? All those in favor? Opposed? No one? We're adjourned.